I'm Sheila Howell with Revamp Realty, and today I'm here in this beautiful kitchen with Carissa Dodd with New Way Vintage.
Hi.
Yes.
So this is a kitchen that we recently refinished. We redid the cabinets and added new hardware to it. We coordinated a backsplash for them and also their countertops as well. So we were able to pretty much remodel their whole kitchen just by going through myself, which made that easier for the client than having to coordinate 3 different things.
Yeah, that's a good point, because when you talk about redoing a kitchen, there's a lot of coordinating. If you're talking about bringing in new cabinets and new countertops and backsplash.
Right.
With this, I mean, she really got a brand new look with simply, painting the cabinets.
Exactly.
And I don't mean to say simply, because I'm sure that there's a lot more to it.
Yes, but simple for her. The process was simple for her. She trusted me, to redo them. And we actually did, she already had all of these doors herself. So we didn't have to replace anything. We just strictly refinished what is here. It used to be an old cherry look, I do believe. So it definitely brightened things up in here for her.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And how long did the process take?
It's about a 2-week turnaround time. So not all of that is in your house, thankfully. So specifically for the cabinets, with the counters and stuff, it's just a little bit different. We just play that by ear for the most part. But the cabinets are typically a 2-week turnaround time, and we do your bases typically first. So we'll come in and it takes about 2 days, unless we're wrapping an island or something special. But typically 2 to 3 days for your bases. We'll take your doors and drawers and we'll have them at our shop redoing those. And then we come back the end of the following week, which be our 2 weeks, and then we install everything back up. So pretty simple process, about 3 to 4 days in-house, and we try to make it as convenient as possible. Once we're done with the bases, you can use the kitchen as normal until your doors come back. So it's not like you're in a construction zone for more than 2 days. Yeah.
So what about the mess? Because when I think about, like, when you see a painter come in, like, it can make quite the mess in your home.
Right.
How do you keep from the kitchen being
a disaster? So we have something called zip walls, which you really wouldn't know what that is. But anyways, it's basically an extension pole, and we attach our plastic. So we go from your ceiling and attach it to the ceiling and drop it down to your floors. So we basically make ourselves a huge bubble. That way all the dust stays in, and we'll block off the air vents because from learning, sometimes it will blow dust in a house. So through learning, like I said, we got to mask off the vents. So we'll mask off your vents just to make sure the dust is all contained. And we have an exhaust fan, which will run out a door or a window, and that will help with fumes, trying to take that out of there and as much extra dust as possible. And then everything is masked off completely, all appliances, et cetera, just to make sure everything is clean when we unmask for you. Right. The only thing that we always have people do is just mop when we're done because we're just dusty.
Wonderful. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So I have walked into so many houses that have oak cabinets, and the home may be beautiful, but it really needs an update. And when I think about oak, there's like a grain to it, and I don't see any grain here.
Right.
Can you help clients with the oak grain?
Yes, I can. So this obviously had no grain, so they're going to look a lot smoother right now. With oak, we do use a special water-based primer, which really fills in the grain with sanding in between. So basically, we're just building up off of that grain, which will then provide a smooth surface. So you're not going to be able to see that grainy look. Like you may see a little bit of it, but not like, oh my gosh, like this is totally a wooden oak kitchen. We can definitely hide that a lot for you and provide our customers door samples. That way they have a realistic expectation of what they can say. But any oak kitchen I've done, everybody has talked about, replacing the doors possibly recently and things like that. And I just recently had an oak kitchen and she wanted to replace them, but we didn't. And she loves them now just because they are so filled in, and she still has the quality of the oak cabinets instead of replacing to some cheaper wood or newer cabinet that's just not as well made.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Well, that's a great point because I'm a green realtor, which
Mm-hmm.
means that I'm really conscious about things ending up in the landfill.
Right.
And for cabinets that are such high quality to just be ripped out and then basically
Yeah,
thrown away.
it's a waste.
Like, it is a waste, and I think that this is such a great way to keep that quality.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, many times when you replace, you don't get the same quality
No.
that you had previously.
Exactly. So you get a better look, and kind of instant that way. If you think about it, you're going and shopping and you're like, okay, well, I can just ditch my old cabinets. But this way, we do professional refinishing. So I do consider that different than painting cabinets. I can say I've seen painted cabinets. I've seen professionally refinished cabinets. So it's a lot different, and you're getting that factory finish you would get from the store by me. So I'm looking at everything, just making sure it's top of the line. And if it's good for me, it's definitely good for my customers. So I'm very particular when it comes to that.
Exactly.
A little too much sometimes.
Well, because it's your company.
Right.
It's your reputation.
Exactly.
And you want to make sure that, when someone goes in and they say, well, it's a new vintage cabinet,
right.
refinished,
Yeah.
that they're
impressed. Yes.
Exactly.
I don't want anyone to come into your kitchen and think, oh my gosh, look at that little spot. I've seen the spot. The spot gets fixed.
Exactly. The spot gets fixed
Yep.
before it ever leaves your shop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful. Well, this was really wonderful.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Enjoy.